Here is the foldable on different kinds of data graphs. We are going to do the box and whisker, line and dot plot, and bar graphs today. So let's start with line and dot. So you should have already cut this out, folded, and did some little slits so that it does fold. And you'll end up putting this in your journal. You don't have to do it until after you finish your notes. So a dot plot or a line plot is a graph that shows spread of data along a number line. So it shows how the data is spread out. What type of snake is equivalent to the number of green cobras? So we look at our graph. And so let's see, how many does black cobra have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it might be important to write how many of each. Python is 5. Green cobra is also 5. Rattlesnake is 6. Anaconda is 3, 6, 9. So that means that the number of snakes at the Houston Zoo is this. So you have 9 anacondas, 6 rattlesnakes, 5 green cobras, 5 python, and 5 black cobra. So that is the title, and this is what the axis represents, and its types of snakes. Sometimes there'll be numbers here that it's talking about. Sometimes it is categories. Sometimes it is types. So it depends on your graph. So what type of snake is equivalent to the number of green cobras? Well, green cobra and python are the same. So it would have to be python. What two types of snakes account for 13 total snakes? So we want to be able to add 2 of the categories together to get 13. So what 2 categories would you add together to get 13? So you were right if you said black cobra and rattlesnake, because that would be 7 plus 6, which is 13. So black cobra and rattlesnake. Snake. That's funny. What is the spread or range of the data? So how far apart is it? So you look at what is the highest. So you do the highest and lowest. So the highest would be anaconda. So biggest minus the smallest. So the anaconda is the biggest. 9 minus 5, which is 4. So the range of the data is 4. Which snake is most common? So most, remember, most also means mode. It would have to be the anaconda because it has the most. So that is the line graph. So let's go to the bar graph next. So make sure you look. Make sure you're answering the right questions on the right tab. So the bar graph is used. A bar graph uses horizontal or vertical bars to display data in order to compare quantities. So it uses horizontal or vertical bars to display data in order to display or compare quantities. Make sure you're paying attention, Sawyer and Dan. So let's answer the questions. How many people answered the survey? So we need to look at the information. So what I like to do is I like to look at the bar graph, and then I like to actually write the numbers so it's easier for me to look at. So this is color of cars, and this is number of cars. So that's what we're comparing, the different colors of cars. So black is 10. Blue, it looks like it's right there. 7 would be halfway, and I don't think it's quite 7. So I think it's a little under. But it might be 7, because 7.5 would be half. So yeah, we're going to say 7. Red is 5. Silver is 15. And white, it looks like it's a little over 5, so it would have to be 6. So it wants to know how many people answered the survey. So we need to add those together. So 10 plus 7 plus 5 plus 15 plus 6. So 10 plus 7 is 17. 5 and 15 is 20. And then we stop 6. This would be 26. So 17 plus 26. 7 plus 6 is 13. 2, 3, 4. So 43. So how many people answered the survey? That would be 43. What was the most popular car color? So which one had the most? Most popular, so again that would be your mode. Most mode. That'd have to be silver. How many of y'all have silver cars? I'm surprised white isn't up there. Which two colors combined is equally as popular as the most popular car color? So which ones, basically, which two can you add together to get the most popular? So the most popular is silver, which is 15. So what two numbers could we add together to get 15? So you are right if you said black and red, because 10 plus 5 is 15. How many more people like blue and red than black? So we need to look at blue and red. So blue and red is 12. There's the bell. I'm going to see y'all in just a few minutes. Then black. Black is 10. So how many more people? So you compare those two. Looks like it's just 2. You would subtract them to find out how many more. 10 and 12, the difference between those is 2. Okay, let's keep on going. We're almost done. Make sure you're paying attention. A box and whisker plot displays the medians, quartiles, and extremes of a data set on a number line. So remember what median means? It means the middle. So median, whenever you line them up, it's going to be the middle of the data. So this says, what is the median of the data? So we can actually come over here and we can label the median. The median is that center line right there. So that's your median. So that would be, what do y'all think? It's right there. It looks like it's a little under the halfway mark. Halfway between 150 and 200 is 175. So it looks like it's a little below that. So your answer may be different from mine, but I'm saying 170. Okay, then it says, what are the two extremes of the data? So the extremes are your smallest value and your largest. What are the two extremes? So this is your very lowest number, and that's your very highest number. So this is called your minimum, and this is called your maximum. So it says, what are the two extremes? Well, it looks like it's right here. I'm going to say about 120 is your min. And then your maximum is a little over 250. I'm going to say it's about 260 or 270. 255. I'm going to say it is just a little over. So 260 is your max. Okay, what is the spread of the data? So that is where you subtract the min and the max. So min or max minus min. So 260 minus 120. So how far is it spread apart? That's also considered the range. So that is 140. And then what weight represents the upper quartile of the data? So the upper quartile is, this is your lower quartile. This is your upper quartile. So that looks like it is about 190. Okay, so this is just a little bit of a refresher on these types of graphs. In level 2, you will do the circle graph. So thank you so much for watching. I want to give a shout out to Allie and Janet and JC. Y'all have been doing a great job. See you later.